Hi, this is John Reed, JohnERP.com. Back on the show floor, Udi Lederer, Senior Director of Marketing for Panaya. Amongst other things, Udi is a fantastic editor, and I can tell you this because I've been writing for their publication, the ERP Executive, and he's the guy who makes my work shine. So thanks for helping me to write a little better.
Sure, our pleasure, John.
But today we're here on a totally different topic, which is one that Panaya, your company, is very much expert in, which is helping users get a better understanding of SAP upgrades. And one of the things that I've learned working with you guys is that there's a lot of misconceptions about SAP upgrades that are preventing users from making smart decisions about when to upgrade and how to do it. And one of the biggest ones I see is there still seems to be this sense that upgrades are incredibly expensive. And while they are always labor intensive, what kinds of issues can users better understand as far as upgrades and the expense of that?
That's absolutely correct, John. I mean, we've been running our upgrade surveys for the past 2 years, since late 2008, and we're constantly seeing companies overestimating the budget and duration of their upgrade projects because they still see them as these big monsters from the past that have to take 12 months with a whole blueprint and planning phases, and they leave a lot of spare time for unknown testing issues, lots of code corrections. And what we've been able to show a lot of these companies, and those who have been upgrading the last couple of years have seen this themselves, that upgrades can be a lot less scary than they initially were, cutting down a lot on the time, on the cost, and the effort involved by using a lot of the modern tools and methodologies that companies can offer today. So that's definitely not a fixed factor that they have to be as scary as long as they used to be.
The other thing I've been talking about a lot is this notion of smart upgrades. And by smart upgrades, I mean there's all kinds of tools out there now, and there's different approaches. You don't have to spend nearly as much time in these tedious preparation testing phases as you used to. Can you tell us more about that?
Absolutely. I mean, today there's a host of tools to choose from. I'll just give a couple of examples, not of the actual tools, but of their benefits. The preliminary testing done before the actual code corrections used to take weeks, if not months of work, just to find the symptoms that would help programmers crack down the ABAP code problems that they had to fix during an upgrade. But today, that phase can be absolutely erased from the project plan because there are tools that can pinpoint every single ABAP code problem for you without doing any testing whatsoever. So why wouldn't anyone choose to use a tool like that that could cut months off of their projects and get them to a head start? And that also goes for the end testing phase where they do the unit testing and integration testing. A lot of that can be done away with by these automatic tools that will verify that all the code corrections have been made. So companies are using tools like this to really shave months off of their upgrade projects. And again, there are projects that can tell you what will change. There are tools that will tell you what you need to test and what you don't need to test, because testing has traditionally been overestimated because people never knew exactly what's going to change and what's going to affect their system. But with modern tools like people can find today, they can test by cross-referencing only those areas of their code that are going to change and affect their own custom code.
And we should also add that visitors to PanayaInc.com can get access to the previous upgrade reports and surveys and toolkits that you put together without charge. So that's available to them. Now, I normally don't do this, but I want to give you a chance to plug your product. And the reason is that you guys, with your latest release, have done something that I feel is pretty revolutionary. And I don't use that word very often. So I'm going to give you a chance to tell our watchers and listeners what this is.
Thanks, John. Yeah, I'll just be very brief because we found that a lot of the reactions to when people hear about this automatic code correction feature is that can't be possible. And what I'm talking about is a new feature that's part of the standard Panaya upgrade automation now. It has been for the last 6 to 9 months. And what this actually allows companies to do is after Panaya's upgrade automation pinpoints all the custom code issues in their code base, it will automatically fix up to 70% of those code issues which are at the level of a beginning ABAP programmer. I'm talking about obsolete functions that need to be updated when shifting to ECC 6. I'm talking about non-Unicode compatible functions that can be easily updated. So instead of having a team of 500 programmers offshore doing this, up to 70% of these code corrections can be done automatically with a click of a button, with a host of security precautions around that to make sure that nothing changes in a way that the programmers don't know about or the project manager has no control over. So that's definitely something companies are discovering and really putting into work and seeing how they can shave even more months off of their upgrade projects.
And this version came out in January, right?
Yes, it came out early this year.
All right, so if you don't believe me, go kick the tires yourself and check it out. This stuff is for real. It's not science fiction. It's on the market right now. Thanks for joining me, Udi.
Thank you, John.
Thank you.